These babies were born into the 19th century, or as we like to call it, the 1800s, and they were dressed in fine fabrics, lace, and buttons too small to rush. But we're told their lives began inside chaos, scarcity, and dispossession. Therefore, someone believed these children had a future worth preparing for, because children don't dress themselves. I've entitled this Dressed for Tomorrow: Foundational Antebellum American Children. Let's look at the timeline, antebellum to Reconstruction. That would be about 1690 to 1877. Here we have some antebellum American architecture. So this will get us into the vibes of the antebellum period in America. So this would be a beautiful home that the antebellum Americans would enjoy. It could be in a city or a town. And look at the Antiquitech on the roof. Free energy, anyone? I think about the ether. I'm sitting in the parlor with these photographs, and what I notice first is care. Care in the clothing, care in the posture, care in the room itself. But care doesn't flourish in chaos. Therefore, this space was built by people who expected continuity. These girls sat still for long studio exposures and wore garments that require care, starching, and time. But the story says there was no stability, no continuity, no inheritance. Therefore, the timeline is missing something the photographs remember. These boys were tailored, buttoned, and posed like young gentlemen, and photographed with furniture meant to last generations. But we're told nothing existed to pass down. Therefore, someone was lying about what was already built. You don't raise heirs in a void. The narrative says that these children lived in the same years as war and bondage, and they were still dressed for permanence. But the official story insists refinement came later. Therefore, refinement must have already been here. Same years, more than one reality. They tell us when history begins, and they tell us who mattered before that date. But these children were already being prepared for tomorrow. Therefore, the beginning they taught us isn't the real one. Children reveal the lie faster than adults. This is inheritance behavior. You don't tailor for erasure. Babies don't participate in propaganda. Someone expected continuity. These images are not arguments. They are records. Children dressed in fine garments. Homes were furnished with care. Photographs taken with intention. All within the same years, we're told nothing but devastation existed. These images don't ask you to abandon history. They ask you to notice what the timeline left out. Foundational, antebellum, American children. Same years, more than one story.